What's up, guys? One Way Up here, back with another video. Now this is a very unexpected video, and a video I was not planning on making anytime soon, but just like me and so many others around the world, we definitely heard some heartbreaking news about a group of people who died in a helicopter crash, and one of those people was in fact Kobe Bryant. Now, the reason why this news is so powerful and hits so hard is because Kobe definitely had a major impact on this planet throughout his life, and his death obviously will affect many people around the world. Well, his death affects basketball players, of course, because we all look up to the greats and all the great players that played the game and what they contributed to the game of basketball and how they influence us and how we see them as idols and role models and people that we look up to and try to emulate. But also people who are fans of basketball, who watch basketball, who don't play it, and people who don't pay attention to sport as much. But his impact definitely had or reached people in all those different categories, because what he did on the basketball court also was able to translate into other aspects of his life, and people were able to see that. Now, for me personally, being a basketball fan has definitely had a major impact on me, because Kobe was definitely one of my favorite players. He was in my top 5 list of favorite players. I had a top 10 list, and he was in those top 5. And I enjoyed watching many highlights of his game and interviews and documentaries and things like that to learn more about his mindset, and try to use some of the tools that he used to be great and exceptional at what he did. I remember his trainer Tim Grover talked about him and Michael Jordan and the mindset that they had to continually seek out ways to get better, and I wanted to adopt some of those traits and qualities that he had to apply to my life when it came to me doing different things that I wanted to be successful in. And basketball was one of them. He was a basketball player, so I remember while I'm practicing or just playing games, just having a mindset and sometimes be thinking about what would he be doing in this particular situation, what would he be thinking about. And that's just how I felt. So that's not considering other basketball players who played with him and his teammates. I can imagine what other players are going through as a result of his death. Now, when it comes to the saying, we've all heard this saying many times before: when someone dies, we start to think about how unexpected life is. And I feel like we've heard and have said that term so many times that it kind of becomes cliche at this point. But it tends to hit a little bit harder when we see someone who's famous, someone that we don't expect to die. It makes us think about how uncertain life can be. And it is kind of good to remember that, but on a daily basis when we go through our lives, we kind of forget about it once enough time passes. But when we look at Kobe's life, he definitely accomplished a lot of amazing things to that point, but I'm pretty sure we all know that he had a lot more great things planned for the future. And when we look at our lives, we definitely haven't, most of us at least, haven't accomplished as much as what he has done. But when we think about what we want to accomplish, we also know ourselves that we haven't nearly accomplished as much as what we want to accomplish for ourselves in our lives. So with that, or with us knowing that, we should definitely strive to do better and better every single day, and not just take that saying for granted when we say we don't know when our time is. We really don't know, and we should make an extra effort to work harder and to do better to achieve our goals and to get the things done that we want to get done and that we need to get done before we die. Now, we want to be as close to our highest goals as possible if we don't achieve them, because even if we do our best and get as close to our full potential as possible, when we go, we'll still be remembered as the great person that we were and for all the great things that we did, just like Kobe was remembered for all those things. So with that being said, don't take your life for granted. and make that extra effort to do the best you can in every single thing you want to do, and not just let this be another saying where you hear people or you yourself saying, don't take life for granted. Actually mean what you say and live by that example. So guys, with that being said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.